Chapter 1821. Zyla. Benjamin stared at Kingsley, his thin lips moving. Kingsley was stunned for a while, then stared at Benjamin. Benjamin, don't joke. Orissa looked at him with a surprised expression, feeling amazed. Seems very repulsive. What joke am I making with you? Zyla, who came with Sean to bring you here? Benjamin snorted lightly. Otherwise, why did Sean not want to talk to you? Kingsley thought about it. It made sense, but... Don't lie to me, how is that possible? That fatty has changed so much. Orissa widened her eyes and looked at Benjamin. Benjamin patted her head. You have to ask Zyla why she lost so much weight. Kingsley slumped on the bed. That woman is Zyla. He couldn't connect that glamorous face with the chubby face at all. But it's not completely untraceable. When he was in the car, why did he feel a little familiar, but couldn't pinpoint where? It should be those eyes. Kingsley shuddered all over, his body sliding down. I want to sleep for a while. He pulled the blanket over himself, like a turtle retracting its head. Orissa looked at Benjamin. Is he okay? You don't want to admit it, but it's Zyla herself. Benjamin glanced at the guy wrapped up in the bed. Sean talked to her. Don't worry, she won't bother you anymore. Didn't she leave as soon as you woke up? Kingsley turned over and wrapped himself tighter. It's a bit hard to accept. She left quite decisively. Unlike when we were kids, she used to stick to him 24 hours a day. Couldn't get rid of her. Until that time, she really left. Kingsley felt heavy in his heart. If she was Zyla, why did she still take him to the hospital? Why did she wait for him to wake up? Why, when he woke up and asked her, she didn't tell him? Why did she leave so decisively again? Benjamin glanced at him and gestured to Orissa. Let's go out. Orissa looked at the bed and said, Kingsley, we're leaving. Kingsley didn't respond. Benjamin took her hand and walked out. Is he okay? Orissa looked back worriedly. He's fine, we're going to Dad's place. Benjamin wasn't worried about him. He's not heartbroken, seeking death or life, what could possibly happen? Benjamin instructed the bodyguard to keep an eye on Kingsley before taking Orissa to Dria's place. Orissa looked at him. I think Kingsley really rejects Zyla. It seems like an instinct. Benjamin sighed. It's probably the shadow from his childhood. Zyla Bailey used to cling to him 24 hours a day until he went to high school and then went abroad. That time, he was almost unable to live after hurting her. Zyla almost committed suicide at that time. What? Orissa was shocked. If he doesn't like her, he can explain it properly. The Watts residence and the Bailey family are both prestigious families, and they have close ties. It's not good to have such a situation. She didn't expect that. With Zyla in between, Kingsley and Sean's relationship was still so good. They are truly buddies. He said it countless times, but Zyla seemed to be obsessed, following him all the time. Benjamin told her about Kingsley's childhood as they walked towards the ward. Just now he called her fatty. Was Zyla really fat before? I don't think he even recognized her. Orissa was still puzzled. Fat, very fat. I didn't even recognize her. Benjamin chuckled. Now she's a real beauty. Orissa imagined a huge, ugly fat girl suddenly transforming into a beautiful woman. Well, no one could accept that. If Benjamin didn't recognize her, then she must have changed drastically. Chapter 1822. Mommy, why are you guys so slow? Did you go on a date or something? As soon as they entered the ward, they were teased by Jasper. Jasper and Darius both came to the ward. All 6 children stared at them intently. Orissa chuckled. We had a date in the car, does that count? Jasper stuck out her tongue. What kind of date can you have in a car? Jessie looked at her and Benjamin, puzzled. Orissa smiled, not revealing what kind of date they had in the car. We just followed you guys here. We just went to Mr. Bailey's office, that's why we're here now. We thought you guys got lost. We were about to call the police to find you. Zachary chuckled. Orissa was speechless. Oliver chuckled, glanced at Benjamin. We almost thought Mr. Graham kidnapped you. Orissa couldn't help but laugh. We arrived early. You guys were downstairs with old Mister in the garden. Benjamin glanced at the curious children, his thin lips curling up. Why didn't you guys go over there? Gavin squinted at him, staring. Your mommy wanted to go to the restroom, so we went straight to Mr. Bailey's office. Benjamin followed Orissa's lead, deceiving the children. What were you guys talking to Mr. Bailey about for so long? Timothy also looked curious at them. Check on old Mister's health. Orissa touched his head gently and said. I'm fine. Didn't Jasper just ask Sean during the day? Why ask again? Darius came out of the ward, and Jasper and the others quickly went to support him. Grandpa can walk by himself. Darius was relieved and happy. I also wanted to know, so I came over. Orissa smiled, went over to tuck Darius in and made him sit down. Can I be discharged now? Darius asked Orissa eagerly. Not yet. Orissa glanced at Benjamin. We told you, you need to stay a few more days. If your condition stabilizes tomorrow, you can go home the day after. Benjamin helped Darius lie down, and Orissa quickly adjusted his pillow to make him comfortable. You guys are making a big deal out of this. Grandpa, you can't be stubborn, or we won't come to accompany you. Gavin looked sternly at Darius, warning him. Darius chuckled. Okay, I'll stay put here. That's more like it. Zachary smiled. Grandpa, take care of yourself and we'll play with you later. Timothy leaned on the bed, coaxing Darius. Okay, Darius nodded, obediently following their instructions. He didn't want Jasper and the others to dislike him. Grandpa is so well behaved now, Jesse chuckled. Orissa also smiled and checked on the food she brought for Darius, which had been delivered to the ward. Dad, are you eating now? It seems a bit early. Grandpa, it's getting late. If you don't eat now, it won't taste good anymore. Jesse helped bring it over. We could smell how delicious it was in the car. Your noses are so sensitive, did you sneak a bite? Orissa brought it over. Timothy and Zachary both helped set up the small dining table on the bed. We didn't, we just wanted to smell it, Jesse chuckled. Orissa couldn't help but laugh, teasing her, are you hungry? Join Grandpa for a meal. Darius looked at his grandsons, all looking hungry, and chuckled. The 6 children were unanimous in shaking their heads. Grandpa, this is for you. We'll eat it when we get home. Chapter 1823. Benjamin took the food box from Orissa's hand. I'll do it. As soon as he opened the lid, the aroma of the food filled the ward. The 6 children couldn't help but swallow their saliva. They all took a deep breath. Wow, it smells so good. Jesse looked adorable and intoxicated. It really smells good. Oliver also sniffed a few times. Orissa patted their heads. Go eat some fruit, these are for your grandpa. There's so much, let them have some too. Darius looked at the food Edwin had prepared, obviously more than before. Although there was more, it was still a portion for one person. You eat first, they just have a craving, we have some at home. Orissa smiled. Benjamin served Darius some stew. Do you want to drink the stew first or eat the pasta first? I'll have some stew first. Darius, who had just lost his appetite, suddenly felt hungry when he smelled the aroma. Benjamin sat on the edge of the bed, planning to feed him. I'll do it myself, don't burn me. Darius didn't let Benjamin feed him, he wanted to do it himself. Orissa chuckled. Then be careful. Benjamin blew on the hot stew before setting it down and handing the spoon to Darius. I'll be careful. Darius looked at them. I'm starting. Aren't you going to eat with me? Grandpa, enjoy your meal. Timothy grinned at him. Everyone gathered around the bed to watch him eat. Darius smiled and then began to eat the pasta. Darius had half a bowl of stew and then started eating rice pasta. Before picking up his chopsticks, he glanced at his 6 grandsons. There's a lot of meat, do you guys want to try a piece? Darius still cared for them, so he naturally wanted to offer them something delicious first. A few of the kids swallowed and shook their heads. We'll eat at home, but we're not at home right now. Come on, help Grandpa taste it, see how it tastes. Darius called them over. Orissa couldn't help but laugh and said to the children, come on, just try a piece. The 6 children immediately smiled and approached. Darius happily fed them each a piece. They still listen to you. Darius smiled at Orissa. Orissa chuckled, it's because they care about you and want you to eat more. Don't spoil them, they just see you craving and want to eat. They might not even want to eat this at home. The dinner prepared for Darius was lighter, not too greasy. The children were not used to it. Children, when they see adults eating, they definitely want a bite too. Darius understood the kids' thoughts and smiled at them. Is it delicious? Yes, very delicious. The 6 children nodded as they continued to eat. Darius watched them happily eating and smiled. Do you want more? Yes. The 6 children were obedient and nodded their heads. After swallowing, Gavin said, Grandpa, you should eat quickly. We're done eating. If we eat more, you won't have anything left. Benjamin handed Darius a salad. You should eat. Don't worry about them. Darius looked at him. You go do your thing, I'll eat by myself. Benjamin nodded and set down his fork. He moved to the side. Honey, come sit over here. Benjamin also called Orissa over. Go on, don't just stand there watching me eat. Darius chuckled and urged Orissa over. Orissa awkwardly smiled and then went to sit next to Benjamin. She discreetly pinched Benjamin's thigh. Benjamin's eyes changed, becoming deep and captivating. He gazed at her intently. Feeling her face flush, Orissa shifted her gaze and looked at the children with Darius. Jasper and the others were gathered around the bed, watching Darius eat. The scene was warm and cozy. Chapter 1824. Are you hungry? Benjamin leaned in, whispering in her ear, deliberately speaking into her ear. Orissa trembled all over, her ears turning red the next second. She turned her head, glared at Benjamin reproachfully, with a warning. Don't get so close to me. Is he embarrassed? Orissa warned Benjamin with her lips. Ignoring her warning, Benjamin hugged her, playing with her hair with his fingers. Do you want something to eat? I already ate at home, not hungry. Orissa needed to eat something in the afternoon to make it to dinner at night. Benjamin still leaned in and peeled an orange for her. Benjamin's distinct knuckles, very agile, peeled it in just a few moves. Orissa felt a little flustered. This guy really knows what's charming about her. He's always teasing her. Here, Benjamin carefully opened it and handed it to her. Since it's already peeled, there's no reason not to eat it. She took it and started eating. So sweet. With juice all over her mouth, Orissa instantly smiled, feeling extremely satisfied. Benjamin's eyes were intense as he whispered, let me peel another one for you. One is enough, peel some for the kids. Orissa leaned back on the couch, enjoying the fruit, calling out to the kids. Honeys, do you want some oranges? Daddy will peel them for you. Jasper ran over and saw that Benjamin hadn't finished peeling the oranges yet, so they ran back to Darius. Mom, wait until he's done peeling before calling us. Orissa chuckled and urged Benjamin. Hurry up. Benjamin glanced up at her. Was this orange so easy to peel with so much juice? But Benjamin wanted to please the children, so he continued to peel the oranges like a robot. He peeled 7 in a row. In the meantime, Orissa couldn't resist eating one. I'm full. I won't eat any more. She wiped the juice off her hands with a tissue and said to Benjamin, peel another one for Dad. He can have some oranges after finishing the food. I'll cut it for him. Benjamin glanced at her. Darius couldn't digest the peel. Then cut it later. She got up to wash her hands, and Benjamin followed. Honeys, the oranges are peeled. Hurry up and eat. Orissa reminded the children. Jasper looked at her, then at Benjamin who had finished peeling, and then ran over to grab one. Then they went back to Darius' bedside. Grandpa, this orange is delicious. You can have one later. Timothy ate carefully, not letting the juice spill out. Jessie, on the other hand, couldn't help it. Her mouth and hands were covered in juice. Okay, I'll eat first. Darius smelled the orange and became even more hungry. The 6 children stood by his bed eating oranges, looking incredibly cute. Jessie, wipe your mouth. Darius took a tissue and wiped Jess's mouth. Orissa came out, saw it, and hurried over to wipe her daughter's mouth. Dad, eat your pasta. I'll wipe her. Orissa smiled at Jessie. You're leaking while eating. Mommy will check how your teeth are growing. Jessie obediently opened her mouth for her to check. Well, it's a bit sprouting. If you can't eat the peel, just drink the juice. She patted Jess's head and reminded her. Jessie nodded. Got it, Mommy. She continued to eat the orange. Mommy, we want to eat one more. Jasper smacked his lips, eating the fastest. One is enough. Orissa smiled and turned to Benjamin, who had just washed his hands. Jasper wants to eat more. Peel another for him. I want one too. Zachary didn't hesitate to speak up. I want one too. Oliver chimed in. I want one too. Jessie looked at Benjamin eagerly. Daddy will peel another one for you. Benjamin smirked and walked over to the couch, peeling more oranges for them. That makes 6 in total. Gavin and Timothy exchanged a smile. We want some too. Yes, 6. Benjamin nodded and continued to peel the oranges. Chapter 1825. Orissa smiled and watched the children enjoy their food. She took a tissue and wiped their mouths and little hands. Go wash your hands first, then you can eat later. I peeled one. Who wants it? Benjamin shouted towards them. Me. Jasper ran over quickly and took the orange. Thank you, Mr. Graham. Benjamin twitched his mouth, teasing his son. Don't you know it's rude to call me Mr. Graham? Call me Daddy, I'll be happier. You wish. Jasper sat down next to him, swinging his little feet, looking very happy. Benjamin raised an eyebrow, then peeled another orange. You were supposed to pick us up from school. We even gave you 5 extra points for that, but you tricked us into another car, so we deducted 10 points from you. Now your score is almost negative. Jasper kindly informed Benjamin. Benjamin didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Orissa and Darius couldn't help but chuckle at Jasper's words. If you hadn't tricked them into getting off the car, you would have lost even more points now. Orissa teased Benjamin. It's all your fault. If I hadn't told him to pick them up from school, he wouldn't have gone. He deserves to lose points. Darius also chuckled and encouraged Jasper. Benjamin had a black line on his face. He continued to peel oranges for the children. Do you want more? He peeled one and looked at Jessie, who was eating. Jessie still had a small piece in her hand. The mouth stuffed with bulging cheeks, like a little squirrel. Extremely cute. I don't want it. Zachary looked at him, fluttering his eyelashes. Then this one is for them. Benjamin put the plate aside and took another one to peel. After finishing eating, Zachary ran to wash his hands. The one that Benjamin had just peeled was given to Jessie by a few brothers. Jess's front teeth hadn't grown out yet, so he squeezed the food. Jessie, go eat that. Timothy and the others came out of the restroom and said to Jessie. Okay. Jessie ran over and took it. Daddy will help you open it. Benjamin put down the orange that he hadn't finished peeling, took it from Jessie, and opened it for her, bit by bit. Thank you, Mr. Graham, Jessie also happily said, then happily started eating. Benjamin's thin lips lifted slightly. Do you want more? Yeah, I'm not going to eat it. I'll eat this one, that one is for the others. Jessie said, eating while walking towards Orissa. Orissa smiled and watched her daughter continue to squeeze juice, took a tissue and wiped the corners of her mouth. She looked at Darius, who had also eaten half. Eat slowly, it's dripping on your clothes. Orissa squatted down slightly, wiping the orange juice off her clothes. Mommy, do you want some? Jessie held out her hand. The orange was all opened by Benjamin. Mommy doesn't want any. I'm a little full, you eat. Orissa indulgently touched her head. Benjamin sped up to peel oranges for the other children. The children were not idle either. They took other fruits to wash, and peeled some nuts. They put them in a fruit plate, planning to give them to the old mister later. Peel the fruit, and then you can go wash your hands. Benjamin stood up and told the children before heading to the restroom to wash up. Zachary had finished eating and was now snacking on something else. Gavin brought over a fruit platter and shared it with Zachary, each getting their own portion. Jasper, don't eat too much now, or you won't have any appetite for dinner later, Orissa reminded the youngest, who couldn't seem to stop eating. Benjamin indulgently smiled. Let him eat, we still have some time before heading back. Are you all going back now? Darius asked Orissa. It's still early, we'll head back later. Orissa replied. Mommy, I'll take some to Mr. Bailey. Jasper said. No, longer eating and starting to tidy up before heading out. Soon, The little figure disappeared from sight. Chapter 1826. I'll go too. Jessie followed. Take your time. Orissa smiled and called out. Mommy, I'll go take a look too. Zachary also ran over. Gavin, Timothy, and Oliver were still eating oranges, looking anxious to go over as well. Unexpectedly, after they finished eating and washing their hands, the three of them came back. Mr. Bailey is not here. Jasper felt embarrassed. Orissa smiled, guessing that Sean might be on Kingsley's side. She decided not to tell them yet, as if they went over chattering, Kingsley wouldn't be able to rest. Grandpa, have some fruit. Seeing Darius finished eating, Jasper quickly brought another plate of fruit for Darius. Daddy, quickly cut an orange for Grandpa to refresh him. Gavin ordered Benjamin. Benjamin gave him a glance. Got it. He took a medium-sized orange and cut it into 4 pieces. Jasper and the others sat on the hospital bed with the fruit plate, letting Darius pick and eat. Orissa quickly cleaned up the meal plates on the small table, took them to the restroom to wash, and would bring them back home later. I'll do it, you go sit outside. Benjamin cut the orange for Darius, then came in to wash his hands, gesturing for her to leave. Orissa smiled. I'll be done in a moment, just rinsing off the grease, I'll take it home to wash later. Since there was no dish soap, she just rinsed off the grease with hot water. Benjamin bent down to wash his hands, then took the meal plates to wash. Orissa smiled. You've worked hard peeling so many oranges, Mr. Graham. As long as you all enjoy eating them. Benjamin kissed her on the cheek. Hee hee, Mr. Graham stealing a kiss from Mommy, shameless. Jasper, who was coming to wash his hands, suddenly saw this scene and shouted to his buddies. Orissa felt awkward. She gave Benjamin a side eye. Benjamin's thin lips curled up, showing no embarrassment. Come here, little Mr. Graham. He called out to his son. Jasper walked over, tilting his head challengingly at Benjamin. Why are you calling me little Mr. Graham? Orissa couldn't help but laugh. Benjamin pinched his son's cheek. I'm your father, can't I call you that? Still calling him little Mr. Graham. No respect for age. Jasper snorted arrogantly and walked over to Orissa. Mommy, don't be too nice, always letting him take advantage of you. Benjamin, this kiddo is going too far. Orissa smiled at her son, signaling that he was being too talkative. Hurry up and wash your hands. Jasper stuck out his tongue and washed his hands on tiptoe. Orissa washed her own hands, carefully washed his, then took a tissue to dry them for him. I'll leave the rest to Mr. Graham. She glanced at Benjamin, took her son and left. It'll be done in a minute. Benjamin smirked and continued washing the remaining plates. Jasper and the others sat on the bed, letting Darius eat fruit. Grandpa, do you want to go downstairs for a walk? We can push you around for a bit. Gavin was worried that he might feel uncomfortable sitting after eating too much. Can't go on anymore. Grandpa has been out for a few hours this afternoon. You guys should go back early to eat, otherwise it will be dark soon. Darius was very relieved to see them, unable to stop smiling. Don't worry, if you want to go down, we'll accompany you for a while. Orissa also sat on the side, saying to Darius. Being in the hospital room all day was boring. William is here, I'll ask him to take me down later. Darius saw the person coming in at the door, smiled and squinted at Orissa. Mr. William. Orissa greeted William as he entered. Orissa, kids, Miss Jessie. William greeted each of them. Mr. William, have you had dinner yet? Orissa asked with concern. Chapter 1827. I did, I ate before coming over. Edwin said he already brought food for old Mr. Graham, so I didn't bring any. Did old Mr. Graham eat? William put down his things and asked Darius. I just finished eating. They said they wanted to take me for a walk downstairs, and then you showed up. Benjamin came out of the restroom with a food box in hand. William greeted him. Benjamin, you guys go back and eat. I'll stay here to take care of old Mr. Graham. You've been taking care of Dad all night, darling. Why don't we let someone else take care of Dad? Orissa discussed it with Benjamin. William is getting old. Staying up late is not good for him. It's okay, Orissa. Old Mr. Graham only gets up a few times at night to pee. I have time to sleep, no need to call anyone else, it's fine. William didn't want them to switch. But you won't sleep well like this. Orissa felt sorry for him and thought it would be better to have more people helping out. It's fine, we're all the same age. We sleep better than you guys. Go back quickly. There are other people in the hospital. William smiled, used to it and didn't think it was a big deal. They were about the same age, so they had more to talk about, and Darius was comfortable. It's fine with William here. Don't worry, take the kids back to eat. Darius also urged them to go back. The younger ones are right at the door. Just call them if you need anything. Benjamin reminded them and waved goodbye. Orissa took the food box basket from him. Then you go tidy up your stuff. Benjamin nodded and went to clean up his things. Sean came over and saw that they were about to leave, smiling, going back so soon. Yeah, Dad doesn't want us here anymore. Orissa smiled at him. You came over here, leaving Kingsley alone in the ward. I'm going to check on old Mr. Graham. Sean went over to give Darius a routine checkup. You check so many times a day, it's almost the same. Darius grumbled. You're in the recovery period, we still need to observe these indicators. Now your blood pressure is back to normal. Old Mr. Graham, keep your spirits up, rest well, and hopefully you can be discharged the day after tomorrow. Sean comforted Darius. Darius chuckled. I thought you were trying to get me home tomorrow. I wish, but Benjamin and Orissa won't allow it. Sean pocketed the instruments, smiling. At this time, the Bailey family also came to visit Darius. They only had time to come after work. You're all here. Mrs. Bailey smiled at everyone. Mr. Watts, Mrs. Watts. Orissa greeted them. They nodded and went to check on Darius. Darius, are you feeling better today? Much better. You guys came to see me. Ask Sean. I'm fine now, but they won't let me leave, Darius complained to each visitor. The Bailey family smiled at each other. They had also come in the morning to discharge him. Take care of yourself, and we'll get you home soon. Sean assured Darius, and they were all very reassured. Please go back soon and have dinner. I'm going to take a walk with William. Darius gestured for William to help him down. Orissa quickly pushed the wheelchair over. With some help from his William, Darius sat in the chair. Oh, I need to use the restroom first. I drank too much stew just now, Darius chuckled awkwardly. Everyone laughed. Sean and his father helped him over. Don't rush, just go downstairs and turn, there's plenty of time, Sean's father joked. I just want to see you off. Darius smiled and quickly went out to take care of it himself. Sean and his father came out. I think I saw you going towards the gastroenterology department. What were you doing over there? Sean looked surprised. Chapter 1828. Sean glanced over at Benjamin. Mrs. Bailey also looked at him, a little curious. A friend who is somewhat familiar is hospitalized. I'm going to check on them. Sean remained calm, keeping it a secret from the two of them. Hopefully father and mother won't investigate. Is it serious? Mrs. Bailey asked. It's okay, just acute gastroenteritis. A few days of IV fluids will do the trick, Sean said, not mentioning Kingsley. When he brought Kingsley to the hospital, he made sure to instruct the doctors and nurses. They shouldn't let slip any information. Unexpectedly, father saw him over there. Then bring more snacks for them. Mrs. Bailey reminded, it's important to take care of friends. I know, Sean nodded. What friend? Mr. Bailey stared at Sean. Usually his son is either at the hospital or with Benjamin and the others. Could there be other friends? A relative of a previous patient, someone I've gotten to know. I happened to run into them downstairs, so I went to see what was going on. Sean continued to fabricate. Mr. Bailey looked at him, no longer suspicious. Are you coming back with us? Or staying at the hospital? I'm on duty tonight. Sean often has night shifts, especially with Darius in the hospital. Mr. and Mrs. Bailey didn't ask any more questions. Did Benjamin and Orissa going back too? Mrs. Bailey looked at Orissa and asked with a smile. Dad doesn't want us here, Orissa said with a smile. Mr. and Mrs. Bailey chuckled and teased the children until Darius came out of the ward. I got it. Sean helped push Darius out. Benjamin carried a laptop and held Arissa's hand. Everyone was used to seeing the sweet interaction between the couple. They all headed towards the elevator. Sean, let William push. You haven't had dinner yet. Go eat. Darius turned to Sean, telling him not to worry about the old man. No rush, I'll have dinner at the cafeteria too. I'll push you down and then go eat. Sean bent down to tell Darius before continuing to push the wheelchair. One elevator won't fit. Let old Mr. Graham and them go first. Mrs. Bailey looked at the people, pressed the elevator button, and let Darius and them go first. Let's go this way. Benjamin led Arissa to another elevator next to them. Mr. Bailey, Mrs. Bailey, come over here. Arissa called out to the Bailey couple. Hey, children, are you guys coming with us or with the old mister? Mrs. Bailey replied, asking the children. We're going with Grandpa. The 6 children replied in unison. Mrs. Bailey affectionately patted their heads before walking with Mr. Bailey towards Arissa. The 6 children waited for the old mister's wheelchair to board before getting on the elevator, with William following closely behind. Benjamin and his group of 4 were even faster. Did the children go to school today? Mrs. Bailey chatted with Arissa. Just seeing the children in their school uniforms, looking handsome and adorable, was delightful. Yep, sent them over today, Arissa replied with a smile. It's always lively to have kids at home. Our Sean doesn't seem to be in a hurry to find a partner. We've tried to introduce him to some, but he never shown any interest. Mrs. Bailey sighed, enviously eyeing Arissa's swollen belly. The Graham family was soon to welcome a new member. Mr. Bailey chuckled, if he's not in the lab all day, he's hanging out with Kingsley. How's he supposed to find a partner? Arissa exchanged a glance with Benjamin, and they remained silent. Mrs. Bailey brought up Sean again to her husband. Sean, you know, he's been without a girl by his side all these years. Could it be that he has feelings for Benjamin? I see him sticking to Benjamin's kid all the time, it's not normal. Mr. Bailey's expression darkened. Chapter 1829. Who can say for sure about them? Mr. Bailey snorted. If his son liked Benjamin, there was nothing they could do about it. Arissa could hardly hold back her laughter. Oh my! Unexpectedly, the elders even thought they were having an affair. Benjamin squeezed her hand, signaling her not to laugh out loud. Benjamin, you've been with Sean, you must know for sure. Tell me, does he really like Kingsley? Mr. Bailey turned to look at Benjamin, who knew best. Mrs. Bailey also looked over. Benjamin, our Sean wouldn't really like Kingsley, would he? She still wanted to hug her grandson. Benjamin looked at the couple and smiled faintly, no big deal. Mrs. Bailey breathed a sigh of relief and patted her chest. You scared me, you're not lying to us, are you? Why would I lie to you? Benjamin said seriously, Sean and Kingsley are just buddies, not as close as you think. Mr. Bailey's expression improved, but he still made a sarcastic comment. I think that Kingsley kid is not serious, running his own entertainment company, so many girls but no girlfriend, Sean following him, sooner or later he won't like women either. Benjamin's mouth twitched, that guy really caused a lot of misunderstandings among the elders. Completely unpredictable, he didn't bother to explain. Could it be that he's been scared off by Zyla and hasn't found anyone? Mrs. Bailey glanced at her husband. Mr. Bailey remained silent. That was Kingsley's business, nothing to do with him. The Watts residents should be in a hurry. When will Sean find a girl at his house? They can't afford to fall behind the Watts residents and have children. You should arrange more blind dates for Sean. If this drags on, he will end up being an old bachelor even if he doesn't like Kingsley. I have arranged it, but my son doesn't go. What can I do? My sisters all have opinions. Mrs. Bailey was also speechless. Then find others, as long as they are female, Mr. Bailey said sternly. The elevator door opened, and they walked out. The Bailey family fell behind for a few seconds. Arissa couldn't help but laugh when she saw Sean. Sean looked at her, wondering why Arissa was laughing strangely. Darius, we're going back. See you tomorrow. The Bailey couple said goodbye to Darius. Okay, go back quickly. Darius waved his hand. Sean pushed him and followed him out to the door. We're leaving, you should go back early too. Mrs. Bailey greeted Orissa and patted the kids' heads before driving away. "Goodbye, Aunt Bailey, goodbye, Mr. Bailey." Orissa smiled as she watched them leave. "Goodbye, old Mr. Bailey, goodbye, Madam Bailey." The 6 children waved goodbye. "Goodbye." The Bailey couple waved back at them. "You should go back too." Darius looked at the whole family. "Dad, take a break after walking for a while, don't tire yourself out," Orissa reminded. "Don't worry, Orissa, I'll take care of old Mr. Graham," William said as he took over the wheelchair. Orissa nodded. Go back, don't worry about me," Darius urged them with a smile. If they lingered any longer, it would really be dark soon. "Dad, we'll come see you again tomorrow." "Okay. Goodbye, Grandpa." All 6 children leaned in to kiss Darius before getting into the car. The bodyguard had already opened the car door and helped them get in when they approached. "We're heading back, you guys go have fun." Benjamin also bid farewell to Darius and the others before taking Orissa's hand and walking towards another car. Aren't you guys riding with us?" The children who were already in the car immediately spoke up. "There's no room." Benjamin glanced at them. He led Orissa towards the back of the car. The children pouted. "There's still space, why can't we fit?" Mom could come up, and there would still be room. Darius and the others couldn't help but laugh. Chapter 1830. Daddy and Mom wants to be alone, you guys are too bright as light bulbs. Sean joked with Jasper and the others. HMPH, deduct points from him. Jasper and the others united in solidarity, making Oliver the target. After deducting 0 points, Oliver chuckled. Sean laughed heartily. Darius and William also took pleasure in others' misfortune. Benjamin has to work harder, old Mr. Graham said helplessly. "We're heading back." After Orissa settled in, Benjamin and the others shouted before heading towards the driver's seat. "Goodbye." Sean waved. Benjamin started the car and followed after the car with the kids inside. "Mr. Bailey, thank you for your hard work," Orissa lowered the car window and said to Sean. "Orissa, if you come over tomorrow, bring some home-cooked food." "I'm tired of the cafeteria," Sean reminded her. "Got it, I'll bring you more, just let me know what you want," Orissa replied. "Okay." Sean watched them leave. Darius and William also watched the car leave, then gestured for William to go to the garden. "Sean, go eat your dinner." "Okay." Sean nodded. "I'll go now." "Mr. William, have you eaten? Do you want to come with me?" "Late before coming here, you go ahead and eat. I'll take old Mr. Graham for a walk," William said, pushing Darius away. Sean went to the cafeteria to eat, and he also asked the kitchen to prepare a special meal for him. After finishing the food, he carried the packed meal upstairs. Darius and William saw this and found it a bit strange. Sean must have already eaten in the cafeteria, right? Darius asked. It had been over 20 minutes since they came down. Darius glanced at William. William checked the time and nodded. He should have eaten by this time. Then why is he still packing a meal? Is he not full? Is he having a midnight snack? Darius observed from afar. Sean had already turned to the other side, as if he was not heading back to their area. Could he be taking it for someone else? Darius muttered, feeling puzzled. "Mr. Graham, didn't Mr. Bailey mention that a friend of his is hospitalized?" "It's probably for that friend." William suddenly remembered what Sean had told them. Darius also recalled and nodded. That makes sense. But then they both felt something was off. "Isn't it a bit late to bring it over now?" Darius questioned. It was already past 7 o'clock. Eating dinner in the hospital was a bit late. Hospitalized patients usually have their meals at a specific time, usually between 5:30 and 6:30, with very few exceptions. Could it be that Sean was waiting to deliver the food before eating himself? Darius looked at William in confusion. Darius, feeling a bit nosy, said, "Could it be a girl?" William looked at Darius, unsure of the situation. "Should we go check it out?" Darius had finished wandering downstairs and couldn't resist his curiosity, wanting to go and see. William chuckled. "Mr. Bailey has already left. Isn't it in the gastroenterology department? We can just go over there and ask. It's only 2 departments, right? We'll find out when we ask." Darius gestured for William to hurry over. Your memory isn't as good as mine. William smiled and pushed Darius towards the gastroenterology department. Not knowing which department it was, they started from the lowest floor. The department head knew Darius was coming and quickly came out to greet them. Old Mr. Graham, why are you coming over to our side? Are you looking for someone or? What's wrong? We're looking for someone. Darius smiled and glanced down the corridor. Did Sean come here just now? No, the department head looked puzzled. Darius, are you talking about Dr. Bailey? He hasn't been here, he should be in the upper floor.